stop for a second. Look honestly at your life, not just the highlights, but the patterns you repeat. If nothing truly changes, where will you be in 10 years? Most people don't live decades. They relive the same year over and over, explaining, apologizing, shrinking themselves inside a safe loop that leads nowhere. I recently watched a man spend 20 minutes explaining himself to someone who had already decided not to respect him. No listening, no understanding, just power draining away, sentence by sentence. Scenes like that are everywhere, and if we're honest, you may be living that moment right now. So here's the challenge. For the next 24 hours, don't explain yourself to anyone who disrespects your boundaries. No speeches, no justifying, just one decision. No more explaining. If you're in, say it in the comments. They say you lack confidence. The truth is simpler and harder. You were trained to be apologetic, predictable, and easy to manage. Stoicism teaches the opposite. It teaches self-command before approval. Epictetus referred to it as the dichotomy of control. You always control your judgment, your choices, your actions. The real question isn't who's holding you back, but what you're still giving away. Your time, your energy, your self-respect. Today, you'll learn 8 laws of unstoppable presence. Not ideas to admire, but principles to act on. This is a 7-day challenge inspired by the philosophies of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. No motivational sugar, just a blueprint for inner strength you can apply immediately. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share your experience below. Every comment is a gift. We read with care, answer with heart, and treat your journey as our own. This is more than a channel. It's a daily practice, a circle of strength. If you're serious, say it out loud. No more explaining. Unstoppable starts now. 1. Rebuild your inner identity. Inside every one of us are 2 voices fighting for control. One whispers, bend, explain, apologize for just existing. The other is steady, one word, one boundary, no need to justify. Every single day, you cast a vote. Will you feed the self that shrinks, or the one that stands tall when it matters? Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your real power isn't in your title, your critics, or even your past. It lives in the small daily decisions you make about what you accept. What do you defend? What you let slide because it feels easier in the moment. Over time, those choices don't just shape your behavior. They shape who you believe you are. So how do you shift the balance? Start with what I call the identity ledger. Take 5 minutes. Draw 2 columns. On the left, write the habits that drain you. Over-apologizing, avoiding hard conversations and saying yes when your body is already saying no. On the right, write the stronger replacements. State the boundary. Decide within 24 hours. Say no without guilt or explanation. This isn't just ink on a page. It's a mirror. Every time you bend too far, you quietly train the world to ignore your standards. But every time you hold a boundary, even a small one, you teach yourself that you are worth defending. That lesson compounds. Read this twice. Never be kinder to a stranger than you are to yourself. Most people are ruthless with their own hearts and gentle with the world. That pattern ends here. Feed the strong voice. Walk into every room with quiet certainty and notice what changes. Not because you raise your voice, but because you finally mean what you say. The world learns your value from the boundaries you set. At Stoic Daily, we believe your boundaries are your silent teachers. Every line you draw for yourself teaches the world how you deserve to be treated. Which voice will you feed today? Share your answer below. 2. Build the fortress mind. Most people's lives feel chaotic. Criticism cuts too deep. Setbacks feel personal. One obstacle is enough to throw them completely off balance. But here's the truth. Most never learn. Your emotions were never meant to drive the car. They are signals, not steering wheels. Anger isn't an order. It's a signal that a line was crossed. Pain isn't punishment, it's information. Fear isn't weakness, it's the edge of growth calling your attention. This is the essence of the fortress mind. A mind that doesn't collapse under pressure but uses every blow to sharpen its vision. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor surrounded by war, betrayal, and chaos, still chose clarity over reaction. He wrote, "A wise man acts in the present, shaping the future." He didn't waste energy complaining. He observed first, processed calmly, and then acted with intention. Think of Warren Buffett when the market crashes. Billions vanish in hours. Most people panic and react emotionally. He does the opposite. He waits. He studies. He moves only when fear has blinded everyone else. The situation doesn't change. The mind responding to it does. Here's your training. When life shakes you, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Every betrayal, every unfair word, every failure becomes raw material for wisdom if you refuse to react unthinkingly. Nothing is wasted unless you decide it is. Building a fortress mind doesn't mean shutting down your feelings. It means upgrading your relationship with them. You still feel anger, fear, and pain, but they no longer own you. They inform you. You choose the response. Most men live in glass castles. One insult, one mistake, one bad day, and everything shatters. You are building stone walls, steel gates, and towers of perspective. Storms will come, pressure will rise, and you will still be standing. Write this into your identity. My mind is a fortress. My thoughts are my tools. An unshakable mind turns every hit into fuel. At Stoic Daily, we believe strength is built not by avoiding pain, but by using it. When you own your mind, you own your fate. What's one challenge you're turning into wisdom this week? Share below. 3. Master the art of silence. The loudest man in the room is rarely the strongest. Most of the time, he speaks to fill the space left by doubt. He explains to calm his own insecurity. He argues that because he needs validation, he never truly gets it. But your power grows in the opposite direction. It is built on silence. Silence is not emptiness. It is unspoken gravity. When you stop explaining, the room shifts. People feel your boundaries. They respect what you choose not to say. Think about the true leaders you admire. Do they explain themselves at every turn? Do they chase approval or over-justify their decisions? Or do they speak rarely, calmly, and when they do, every word carries weight? Their silence creates presence before they ever open their mouth. Machiavelli said, "The lion does not need to roar to be respected." Silence makes you magnetic. When people cannot read you easily, they project authority onto you. The need to explain disappears, and respect fills the gap instead. This is the art of strategic silence. Speak only when it matters. Make every sentence earn its place. When someone accuses you unfairly, don't rush to defend your image. Look them in the eye, stay calm, let your restraint do the talking. When someone tries to bait you into drama, don't dive in to prove a point. Walk away and allow their behavior to reveal more than your words ever could. Your silence protects you from regret. How many people have damaged relationships, careers, or reputations simply because they could not stop talking? You are choosing a different path. You fill the room with presence, not noise. You save your energy for action, not arguments. Over time, people learn something powerful about you. You don't react, you decide. Silence isn't retreat, it is controlled strength. At Stoic Daily, we believe your presence speaks loudest when your words are rare. Let others shout. You master silence, and through it, you command respect. When has silence been your greatest strength? Share your story below. 4. Turn setbacks into strength. Most people collapse under disappointment. They replay the pain, ask, "Why me?" and get trapped in cycles of shame or blame. But disappointment isn't a wound. It's data. It reveals character. It shows you exactly where you are still fragile and where you can become stronger if you choose to look honestly instead of emotionally. Seneca wrote, "Fire tests gold. Adversity tests strong men." Every setback is not proof that life is against you. It's proof that life is refining you. Pressure doesn't invent weakness. It exposes it so that it can be rebuilt with intention. Think about Walt Disney, fired for lacking creativity, humiliated before he ever succeeded. Or Steve Jobs, removed from his own company. Neither collapsed into bitterness. They stepped back, studied the failure, rebuilt their process, and returned sharper than before. The event didn't change. Their response did. Disappointment can end you or elevate you. The difference is what you do next. The Stoic path is simple but demanding. When betrayal or failure hits, don't waste energy raging at the world. Ask instead, what did this reveal about me? What system failed? What needs strengthening so this doesn't break me again? That question turns pain into direction. Sometimes strength means cutting out what poisons you. No second chances. Clean separation. At other times it means patience, restraint, and letting the lesson refine your edge quietly. Either way, you gain ground. No one envies the man who never rises. Betrayal and resistance appear only when you're moving upward. Wear every disappointment as a mark of progress. Let it sharpen you. Let it forge discipline where emotion once ruled. Pain is not proof of failure. It is proof that you are being tested at a higher level. Pain is proof you're rising. At Stoic Daily, we believe setbacks are invitations to grow. Every scar carries instruction. Every trial is a test you can pass. Turn pain into power and keep climbing. How will you turn your next setback into strength? Share below. 5. Silence your critics with excellence. Weak men waste their lives arguing with critics. They defend, they explain, they beg to be understood. But here is the Stoic truth most never accept. Critics are not your problem, your reaction to them is. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if they do not know what they are talking about." Why debate with those who have never built, never endured, never carried responsibility on their shoulders? Look at Cristiano Ronaldo, mocked, doubted, booed by millions. Did he argue? Did he explain? Never. He answered with goals, trophies, and records that made every insult irrelevant, or as Oprah Winfrey was told, she was not fit for television. She didn't beg for approval. She built a legacy so undeniable it ended the conversation forever. Excellence ends arguments. Results close mouths. Success turns doubt into silence, and silence into reluctant respect. Not because you convinced anyone, but because reality did the work for you. Here is the rule. Every minute spent debating is a minute stolen from building. Every hour wasted defending yourself is an hour lost to growth. Choose the better weapon. Don't talk, deliver, don't argue, execute, don't explain, win. As you rise, critics will multiply. That is not a sign you are failing. It is proof that you are moving forward. But when results become undeniable, criticism fades into background noise. The man who builds an empire does not argue with the one who has never laid a single brick. The one who commands respect does not explain himself to those who have never commanded anything. Silence your critics with the weight of your results. At Stoic Daily, we believe progress is your loudest answer. Let your work echo long after their doubts fade. How will you let your actions speak for you this week? Share below. 6. Control your reputation. Build your armor. Most people leave their reputation to chance. They allow gossip, accidents, or borrowed opinions to decide how the world sees them. But if you want real power and lasting respect, you don't leave this to luck. You take control. Machiavelli wrote, "Men judge more by the eye than the hand." Long before people hear your words, they've already decided who you are. They read your posture, your pace, your presence. So ask yourself this: what do people see the moment you walk into a room? A man hunched and apologetic, quietly asking for permission to exist. Or someone grounded, calm, moving with intention, standing like he belongs anywhere he chooses to be. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire not with jewels or display, but with composure. His calm in crisis was his real armor. His reputation was forged through consistent action, not decoration or performance. Look at a modern example. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson enters a room and people feel it before he speaks. That presence wasn't accidental. His reputation for discipline, energy, and reliability was built deliberately and protected relentlessly, choice by choice, year after year. Your reputation is never an accident. It is a tool. It can be armor or exposure, a locked gate or an open wound. People respond not to who you claim to be, but to what your presence quietly signals. Here is your training. Stand tall, shoulders back, eyes steady. Speak less and mean more. Move like your presence carries weight, because it does. Be the same man in private that you are in public. Let consistency do the talking. Let mystery be your ally. Don't announce every plan. Don't explain every move. Let people wonder. Let your presence speak before your words ever need to. When your reputation is strong, it works for you even when you're not in the room. People think twice before testing you. They choose their words more carefully before saying your name, not out of fear, but out of respect earned over time. Build your reputation as armor. Let it shield you, not expose you. At Stoic Daily, we believe your presence is your loudest statement. Shape your reputation with intention and let it work in your favor. What's one way you will upgrade your presence this week? Share it below. 7. Make excellence a daily discipline. Most people save their best effort for job interviews, big meetings, or the rare moments they finally decide to stand up for themselves. But here's the truth most never accept. Excellence is built in the unseen hours, when no one is watching and comfort would be easier. Seneca warned us, we are always complaining that our days are few and acting as though there will be no end of them. He understood something most ignore. How you spend your ordinary days determines how extraordinary your life becomes. Think of Kobe Bryant. The world remembers championships, but they were forged in empty gyms at 4 a.m, thousands of shots when no one was counting. Or Jocko Willink, a Navy SEAL commander, gets up at 4:30, not for applause, not for motivation, but because discipline was his ritual, not his mood. Here is your training. Each day, do the task you least want to do first. That single habit retrains your mind to serve a purpose instead of comfort. At first, resistance will rise. Your mind will negotiate. That discomfort is not a sign to stop. It is the exact signal that the habit is working. Excellence lives in the details, in how you handle small annoyances, how you treat people who can do nothing for you, how you show up when no one is keeping score. Comfort is the real enemy. Comfort makes you predictable. Predictable men fade into the background. You are not here to be overlooked. You are here to be dependable. Wake up when you said you would. Train when you don't feel like it. Keep promises to yourself, especially when it is inconvenient. Each time you choose discipline over comfort, you reinforce an identity that cannot be shaken. Over time, this becomes who you are, not something you try to do. The strongest people are built in the hours no one sees. At Stoic Daily, we believe discipline is the daily ritual that shapes character and legacy. Practice it in silence and let the world notice the results. What one discipline will you commit to this week? Share your answer below. 8. Become unstoppable. Self-mastery above all. You will still feel fear, but it will no longer hold you captive. You will still hear criticism, but it will no longer shape who you become. The unstoppable man is not numb. He is free. Free from chasing approval. Free from carrying the weight of other people's opinions. Free from the quiet sabotage of his own excuses. Marcus Aurelius said it clearly, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." Self-mastery is the final frontier. When you govern your thoughts, your reactions, and your discipline, the world loses its leverage over you. It can provoke, but it cannot control. Look at Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison, yet he emerged disciplined, composed, and unbroken. Or Viktor Frankl, who survived the camps and discovered a truth no one could take from him. The last of human freedoms is to choose one's attitude in any given circumstance. The situation did not decide them. Their inner command did. To be unbreakable means you stop waiting for permission. You stop hoping to be recognized. You stop shrinking so others feel comfortable. The unstoppable man chooses his mission and moves. He builds when others complain. He rises when others quit. He stands when others retreat. Not because it is easy, but because he has trained himself to act without needing reassurance. Yes, the world will test you. It will look for cracks. It will press old buttons and provoke familiar reactions. Let it. Over time, resistance wears itself out against a man who does not give in. They exhaust themselves, pushing against a wall that no longer moves. Not because you hardened emotionally, but because you built identity, a fortress mind, silence, strength, and discipline into who you are. You are no longer the person you once were. You are who you choose to be every single day through action. The world's approval fades quickly. Self-mastery endures. At Stoic Daily, we believe that the greatest freedom is choosing your own standard and living by it, even under pressure. What will you master next? Your mind, your emotions, or your actions? Share below. The discipline of unstoppable. Unstoppable doesn't begin with noise or bravado. It begins in silence with a single decisive moment. To reclaim your identity, to meet pressure with calm, to do the hardest thing first, even when no one is watching. The world will test you, maybe today, maybe in the next hour. Old habits, old critics, old doubts will try to pull you back. But you are no longer the man you used to be. Breathe, observe, choose. One calm boundary, one strong decision, one difficult task done first. That is how the new you is built. Not all at once, not through motivation, but act by act, breath by breath. Discipline compounds quietly before it ever shows itself loudly. If you're ready to live this way, type "Unstoppable starts now" in the comments. Not to impress anyone, but to mark a decision with yourself. A line you don't intend to cross backward. At Stoic Philosophy Daily, where every disciplined step is a statement, and every story matters. Share your journey, your wins, or your struggles below. Every comment is a gift. We read, we respond, and we grow stronger together through practice, not promises. Remember this: a strong mind isn't a gift. It's a daily practice, and it's built the same way every time. Let's make it together.
If you're seeking more, discover the full path on my channel, Stoic Philosophy Daily.